everything is ice covered. We got the storm that the Midwest got here, so of course you can just see all the trees. They're just all ice. They're cracking. The sun is finally coming out. We ended up getting, I don't know, 3 inches of snow last night on top of all this, but there's our driveway going out. I don't know how that birch tree is holding. We lost one there on the driveway, you can see a little bit, but these are all just leaning way down. I'm gonna take a ride in. But you can just see the big oak up there. Look at the glistening branches. We have been without power for over 24 hours right now. Look at the ice. It's about 3/4 inch thick or better on these. You can see. I mean, they're just hanging. That birch there, look at the branches on the top. We lost a couple little ones, but only one decent sized one over there by the ridge behind the place. There was a cherry that was about 8 or 10 inch that snapped. But I'm sure the sun should melt some, hopefully, and get this stuff off. But there's over 60,000 people around us here in about a 80-mile radius that are totally out of power. You know, we're up in the Northwoods, so there's not a lot of population, but again, we've been out for 24 hours, and we have a generator, thank God, a home generator, a Generac, so we've been good. The power kicked on, we're good. Everything runs in our house, except a couple little outlets here and there, but everything else, water, heat, refrigerators, freezers. The trees were snapping yesterday. It kind of sounds like opening day of deer season. It just was cracks, bang, pop, but it was a lot of bangs. It sounded like opening day. But there's some big trees all over. We heard them cracking across the river and some going down, and of course the power lines are, most of them are down because of it. You can see our generators running. We got a 22 kilowatt, so it's a whole house LP generator. So that's the only gas we really use other than range. Otherwise we burn no gas here. Actually, that's an oak. I thought it was a cherry. It's an oak. Yeah, casualty. Full top wet. Well, we cleaned up and scrapped that little tree and threw it off, but we got bigger ones down here. We got bigger problems here. Looks like a good sized oak. Look at these oaks bent over here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Not good. Yeah, look at the path going down. Yeah, it's pretty bad down there. I don't know when this one went last night. It wasn't too late though, because there's not a lot of snow on it. Looks like the deer were crawling underneath. Yeah, and then they walked. But yeah, I don't know if these little oaks and all these are gonna come back.
Well, we're back out here a couple days later. You can see how the ice is gone now. We had a couple days of drizzling rain and sleet, so we didn't want to come out in the woods with those trees so heavy. But we cut half of it off, pushed it to the side just to get back to the wood yard to see if we had any more trees down or anything. This is like the main one we lost though. But once he gets this out of here, I'll show you how rotted that stump was. We're gonna just haul it to the back wood yard probably like this if we can. Maybe cut it in half. Then we'll cut it up back there. But you can see right here, the tree was actually pretty rotted. We didn't even know it was still alive and everything. But there's just that little layer on the outside holding it pretty much. Might be a little tight going through the trail going to the back, but we'll see if he can manage it. But we're gonna get this hauled back there, cut this up, and then we're gonna show you what we're thinking about doing with the wood yard in a little bit.
It was too tight bringing that big log back all the way to the back with the trees. So we're gonna cut it in half and then just grab the two halves and bring it to the back when we'll limit it back there and get rid of it all. But the top we'll try to get back here because it's shorter than this, I think. Hopefully.
This is our little opening halfway back to the wood yard. You can see we got some old oak here. This stuff's mostly boiler wood. That pile of firewood there, right up there, that's all boiler wood we cut with the processor. That's all 2 years old already. But then over here we got, right over there, that bin, that's a pine bin. So we've got some in there, not a ton yet though. We want to keep adding to that. We ended up just cutting the tops off of this one quick. Got to cut one more. pile is actually a lot longer than you would think. It's all the way back, right over there. Hopefully they don't fall off.
So I'm still back here in the Woodyard, but I'm gonna kind of just show you guys what we're thinking. Gunnar and I were just talking, and we're thinking about some expansion on our Woodyard. We need more room for wood we bring home and bins. So I'm just gonna turn you around here, and I'm gonna show you what we're thinking about doing. So as you can see, you know, we've shown these piles in the past, but you know, this is all oak, and this goes all the way back. We got a couple big oak here. You can see, I mean, there's some big oak we run into, but then we have a pine thing. This is going to start getting cut up here now in the next few days. We're going to start getting on this stuff and turning it into bundle grade wood. And then our wood rack that we showed you guys in the garage, that's almost done. We're going to be putting a steel on and getting ready to take it over to the site as soon as the road limits come off, hopefully next week. But anyway, we're going to start making this into rack wood, and then in our bags. We're thinking the baggers is the way we're going to go. We got some popple back here too we got to get rid of. This has all got to go. And that's oak back there that goes all the way up with that other one up front. But what we're looking to do is that big oak tree, or that oak tree right there, these are all dying, these oaks back here, but we're thinking about widening this and mulching this. I don't want to take out too many nice trees like that maple. He's staying. But we're going to go back, and there are a couple little oaks, maybe that dead oak. We're going to try to go back to that jack pine at least back there. I think we're going to widen this, and then we can add to those rows. We're going to move all this wood first. All this wood is going to be gone first. But back here, we want to be able to come back through here between these trees here. We might take those trees out because they're dead, but leave that oak and then just continue on and go at least another 40-50 feet back here so we can extend. So we're thinking we'll start piling wood back there, and we'll start coming out and just keep lining it up as we bring it home, species oriented, of course. We do separate our oak, softwood, and our hardwoods for mixed hardwood, but that's kind of what we're thinking. So I'll just mulch all this stuff, grade it up, and do that. We are thinking about, you know, you've all seen our little grapple trailer on our Kubota. We're really talking about buying another one like that, but bigger, for behind the tractor, so it would go on the back of the tractor. We're really thinking about that because it can lift much higher and much more weight, to stack all this up in our wood yard, to keep our piles stacked instead of just trying to go on the ends like most people do, because we put everything on runners, so it's hard to straddle those runners a lot of times when you're putting wood on them or taking wood off of them. So that's kind of what we're doing over here. I'm going to go walk to another area and show you something else we're looking to do. So here's another area. This is here by, get your bearings here. This is where we just did that oak bin. We got some pine logs back there. This is cherry here. We're gonna I think finish this row off when it's dry, sell it to a local barbecue guy we got up here with a big offset smoker. And we're gonna move that. That's gonna go away. We're gonna move that over to an area over and make big long rows of it, because we got quite a bit of cherry that we're accumulating and more coming. So we're thinking about taking all these popple out of here, and you see all of our pallets back here. We're gonna move those over to the other side of the trail, and we're thinking about clearing this out here, like where this big oak is. Leave that, go back where all those hardwood oaks back there, and just take out all the popple. We do have a couple little oaks in here, but I think this would be a really good spot when this wood is all gone here to do a couple more, at least one more bin, but we might do two of them, one there and one over here by the road more, so we can get in between them. But this is facing dead south, so as you can see the sun right there, that would be a really good drying area, and it's still going to get quite a bit of wind here too. So I think that would work, but we need to get more bins and more stuff drying. So we're really thinking about doing that too. These popple just keep coming back, and I really don't care for popple, as you know, from across the creek. You know, so I'd rather get rid of these if possible, and just extend our yard. So that's a little bit about what we're thinking about doing. And then of course keep cutting. This basswood's gonna be all cut up for in the back, not the stuff in the front. The stuff in the back, we got to get that all for bundle grade too. So we're going to be cutting on that the next 2 weeks, week and a half. That's when I think the road limits will lift, because we're going to get in the 60s finally. We got past the ice storm with very little damage, thank God. This wood is all drying really nice. Them 2 bins over there are really nice mixed hardwood, and they're drying really good. They'll be ready for sure this spring. And then we got to get splitting on this, resplit. But we are looking at doing that Anderson trailer, I think, the bigger one, so we can take it on some logging jobs, which we're going today to look at a 10-acre soft maple clearing, and they're telling us the average size of the trees are 36 inches in diameter. So we're going to find out today, because of course with our land clearing business is how all this wood came about. All of this wood comes from that. I mean, everything here. We do very little cutting on our own land other than the ash and that. And the popple all went to market that we cut. But the ash, that'll be cut in here for this too. But all of this pine, all of that, all the stuff over there in the distance, that all came off jobs we did. And we are booking up pretty good this summer already for more jobs. And we have the first jobs here coming up. We're going to have a lot of wood coming home. I mean, in the tune of probably a couple semi-loads of wood we're going to be taking off these first jobs. Well, we're going to head up to the house. We got a guy coming to look at our gooseneck trailer to put some stakes on the sides. We're going to put stakes on, and we're going to fill that trailer up with wood when we're on bigger jobs. Because the dump trailer just is so slow with 1.5 cords, 2 cords of wood at a time bringing it home. Sometimes we have 6 trips to get wood home. So we're going to have some stakes done on that. A guy's coming to look at that welding, and then we have to go to look at 2 jobs. And one is that big clearing job with the soft maple I was talking about with the 36-inch diameter stuff. So we got to go and get ready for that, and take off for that as soon as he's done. And we'll probably be gone till about 6 tonight, so that'll probably do it here today for us in the wood yard. But with that being said, we're going to call it a day here. And again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. And we're going to keep making these good videos for you guys, and we're going to add a lot more content. And tell us anything you want to see, anything you like to see what we're doing, and we would love to show you guys more and go in depth if you want. But you tell us, because we're doing this for you guys. So again, thanks a lot, and we'll catch you on the next one.